It was supposed to be another routine campus event, a political speech by conservative activist Charlie Kirk at Utah Valley University. But on that September day, what began as a speech to thousands of students turned into one of the most shocking acts of political violence in recent American history. Charlie Kirk, a close ally of former President Donald Trump, was shot and killed in front of a packed auditorium. Within hours, videos spread across the internet, the story dominating national headlines and igniting fierce debate. And at the center of it all, a 22-year-old man from suburban Utah. His name, Tyler Robinson. The question, did he really do it? And if so, why? This is the evidence so far against the man accused of killing Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson wasn't a name anyone knew before that day. Raised in a quiet Utah suburb, Robinson once attended Utah State University. He later dropped out, choosing instead to pursue an apprenticeship in electrical work. To his friends and family, he seemed ordinary, reserved, sometimes awkward, but not violent. That changed on September 10th. By nightfall, Charlie Kirk was dead. And 2 days later, police would arrest Tyler Robinson, the young man prosecutors now accuse of carrying out the attack. He faces a long list of charges: aggravated murder, obstruction of justice, discharging a firearm causing serious bodily injury, witness tampering, and committing a violent act in the presence of a child. If convicted, prosecutors say they will seek the death penalty. But what evidence links Robinson to the shooting? Let's look at what investigators say they've found. According to police and court documents, Robinson confessed multiple times. First, in text messages to his partner, then in private messages on Discord, and finally, to his own father. It began with a note, hidden under his keyboard. In a message to his partner, Robinson allegedly wrote, "Drop what you are doing, look under my keyboard." Underneath, his partner found a handwritten note that read, "I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk, and I'm going to take it." Police say they later found a photo of that note. In the messages that followed, Robinson appeared to confirm what he had done, writing that he'd had enough of Kirk's hatred. He claimed to have planned the attack for over a week, even describing how he engraved phrases, taken from online memes and video games, onto the bullets he used. He told his partner he planned to recover the weapon later and urged them to delete their texts and refuse media interviews. On Discord, the gaming platform, an account tied to Robinson told friends, "It was me at UVU yesterday." He wrote that he had bad news and thanked them for all the good times and laughs. Investigators later verified those messages with his partner, who said Robinson had discussed the rifle and bullets with them beforehand. Finally, there was the conversation with his father. When Robinson's parents saw the surveillance footage released by police, they recognized him. His father called, confronting his son directly. Robinson didn't deny it. According to court filings, he implied he planned to take his own life. His parents convinced him to come home. There, in front of a family friend who happened to be a retired sheriff's deputy, Robinson again admitted what he'd done. Later that night, accompanied by his family, he surrendered peacefully to authorities. The FBI took him into custody on September 11th, around 10 p.m. Next came the physical evidence. Not far from the Utah Valley University campus in a wooded area, police found a rifle, wrapped in a towel. It was a Mauser Model 98 bolt-action rifle, .3006 caliber, fitted with a scope. Ballistics showed it was consistent with the weapon used in the shooting. 1 spent cartridge, 3 unspent rounds, all matched the type used in the attack. The rifle wasn't just any gun. According to Robinson's own messages, it belonged to his grandfather, a family heirloom. In one text, he wrote, "I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. I don't even know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me." When police released images of the recovered weapon, Robinson's father recognized it immediately. He told investigators it matched the rifle that had been gifted to his son. And the forensic link? DNA. Tests on the rifle, ammunition, and towel all came back with DNA consistent with Tyler Robinson's. The final piece came from surveillance footage. Security cameras at Utah Valley University captured a man arriving in a Dodge Challenger hours before the shooting, wearing a maroon t-shirt, light shorts, and a black hat. Later footage from the FBI showed what appeared to be the same man, now wearing different clothes, a black t-shirt emblazoned with an American flag, an eagle, sunglasses, and a blue cap. Video from the scene shows the suspect moving across a rooftop overlooking the crowd, firing a single shot before fleeing and changing outfits. Prosecutors say this sequence, coupled with Robinson's confessions and DNA, forms the backbone of their case. The aftermath was swift and chaotic. The shooting shocked a nation already divided by politics. Supporters mourned Kirk as a martyr for truth and freedom. Critics questioned whether rising rhetoric had contributed to the violence. And on campuses, online, and in the media, the fallout grew. People lost jobs, debates turned toxic, and social media filled with anger and grief. At a massive memorial service in Arizona, thousands gathered to remember Charlie Kirk. The president himself attended, praising Kirk for his influence and condemning what he called radical political violence. Meanwhile, Tyler Robinson sits in custody. No plea entered, no bail granted. His lawyers have yet to comment publicly. The prosecution says discovery is voluminous, with hundreds of witnesses and thousands of digital records to review. The next hearing is set for October 30th, where Robinson will appear in person for A Campus in Mourning, A Political World on Edge, and a young man accused of carrying out one of the most divisive acts in recent American memory. For investigators, the case against Tyler Robinson is built on 3 pillars: confessions, DNA, and a rifle tied to his family. But until the trial begins, questions remain. Was this an act of ideology, of impulse, or something else entirely? The evidence is mounting, the nation is watching, and the story of the Charlie Kirk shooting, and the man accused of pulling the trigger, is only beginning.